Imagine waking up one morning to find your home being evacuated, your town abandoned, and the land you once knew as safe now being contaminated with radiation. Hi, my name is Chandler Bogue, and today I'm going to be talking about the Chernobyl disaster that happened in the early morning of April 26, 1986. The Chernobyl disaster had a disastrous effect, not just on the people, but the environment as well, with leaving thousands of people in danger. From the Chernobyl disaster, nuclear experts won't look or view at nuclear power the same ever again. First, I'll be talking about the causes and immediate consequences of the Chernobyl disaster. According to the United States Nuclear Commission, there has been 28 deaths directly related to the Chernobyl disaster. According to the World Nuclear Organization, the Chernobyl accident in 1986 was a result of a flawed reactor design that was operated with poorly trained personnel. In the immediate aftermath, nearby residents were evacuated and emergency services rushed to prevent the release of further radiation. Now that we understand the causes and immediate consequences of the events of that day, let's explore the impact it had on the people and the environment. On the day of the Chernobyl disaster, residents in the nearby town of Pripyat were unaware of the severity of the situation and went about their daily routines. According to the U.S. nuclear regulation experts, they expect that some cancer deaths might be attributed to Chernobyl. The sudden evacuation of Pripyat and surrounding areas left people confused, frightened, uncertain about their futures. According to the Encyclopedia of Britannica, the Chernobyl disaster resulted from a flawed reactor design, operator errors during a safety test, and a catastrophic increase in reactor power. The release of radioactive material on that day had immediate and long-term consequences for human health and the environment. The initial exposure to radiation caused acute radiation sickness in many of the workers involved in the cleanup efforts. The environment suffered from extensive contamination affecting the surrounding land, water sources, and wildlife. Now that we have examined the immediate impact, let's move on to the significance and lessons learned from Chernobyl. The events on April 26, 1986, at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant were a result of design flaws, operator errors, and a lack of safety measures. The immediate consequences included the evacuation of nearby residents, the containment of the fire, and the efforts to prevent further release of radiation. The long-term consequences highlighted the importance of nuclear safety, emergency preparedness, and the need for improved reactor designs and regulations. As you can see here, this is a picture days after the nuclear disaster happened in Chernobyl. The events that unfolded on April 26, 1986 at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant were a result of a combination of factors that led to a catastrophic nuclear disaster. The impact on that day was felt by the people who were evacuated and by the environment, which suffered from contamination. The events of that day serve as a reminder of the importance of nuclear safety, emergency preparedness, and the continuous improvement of nuclear power technology. As we reflect on the events of that fateful day, let us remember the lives affected and the lessons learned from the Chernobyl disaster. May it serve as a constant reminder to prioritize the safety of both people and the environment in our pursuit of harnessing the power of nuclear energy. Thank you for your time.